Hi, it's Marconi. During the recording of this episode of the Pants Free Podcast, someone was enjoying a few glasses of wine. See if you can decide who it is. And now, sit back, relax, and enjoy this fantastic edition of the Pants Free Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic edition of the Pants Free Podcast. Pants never required. Here now is your host, Polonius Francine Marconi, and his podcast compadre, Nick Miles.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Pants Free Podcast. My name is Polonius Francine Marconi, along with Nick J. Miles and a special guest. Look, it's Tiny.
Yeah! I have no pants.
Yeah, Tiny, you've been on the Pants Free Podcast a couple of times, but do you feel like do you have to sit next to Nick while he's wearing no pants?
That's really the only way that we're funny. Like kind of like like a match sparks. Like we can really only truly be funny if our leg hairs are touching.
Leg hair. Oh, God.
Yeah, we have to truly be pantsless.
Now, this week I am home alone. My girlfriend is visiting family in Canada, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's age. I feel as though there's nothing to do. Like, I want to do the things that, make me, how it is, like when your lady's away, you're like, hey, I better go out with my boys, or whatever.
Yeah, I better masturbate a lot.
Right, yeah. And, well, that's happened. But I go to bed early, and I don't really, I don't really take full advantage of that. Am I doing it wrong?
Yeah, I think so. You're supposed to be ordering porn. You should be, living on top of pizza boxes. The toilet should have been flushed if there was an emergency. I mean, I think you're not at full capacity, my friend.
Nick, now I know Nick flies and goes and does things a lot. He's out of town a lot. Have you ever been home by yourself, Nick?
Once in the last 12, 13 years.
What? And what did you do?
Redecorate the living room. How boring is that?
It's hot out here for a bitch. Andy's father just went through heart surgery. Is Papa Tiny doing okay?
Yeah, he's got the Jarvik 70.
Yeah.
He's got the fake heart. Yeah, he doesn't have the fake heart, but the procedure went really good. Oh. He's lost a whole bunch of weight. He's in good spirits. He looks good. He's not a sad face anymore. It's on the up and up.
How does he smell?
Actually, he literally smells like cupcakes and Dolce & Gabbana light blue. Because I gotta make sure Dad's draped up and dripped out. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Macy's and hooked him up with the Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce and getting it.
Yeah.
Pants Free Podcast. Please, for the love of God, buy our merchandise. Shirts, mugs, iPhone and iPad cases, stickers, magnets, and so much more. Simply click on the merch link at pantsfreepod.com. Pants never required.
We have a few talk topics here, and I'm sure Andy will have his opinions on this. But Nick used to be work for an ambulance. This is a crazy one. 911 operator sends an ambulance to the wrong place, and a man dies. Nick, have you ever had that happen?
Well, I will tell you that it's not unusual to have difficulty locating somebody. Often addresses are given incorrectly. The north-south is given incorrectly. And I read this story, really, and it frustrates me because a lot of times nobody wishes to send an ambulance to the wrong place, but clearly it ended in tragedy this time.
I went on a ride-along once when Nick was an EMT, and mostly it was about napping. There was a lot of napping in between. There was these houses that were filled with lazy boys, and then you would get called on a run, and then a woman who had a clogged toilet came along, a bunch of other weird stuff. Nick, you've been on scene many times. Have you ever been sent to the wrong residence?
I've loads of times sent to the wrong address, but usually it's a miscommunication between the 911 caller and reading through the script. I mean, you could point fingers at either the dispatcher or the caller. The caller wasn't gave several different addresses, several different times. I mean, I also watched the video of the 911 center as they filmed the callers, and the guys did not look very attentive during the 911 call, so I would have liked to have seen them a little more attentive.
Yeah, it was a 911 trainee, and I guess the supervisor was on their cell phone, which was another critique they made. But, when Nick J. Miles was a person who was on the 911 team, if you were dying or maybe even just really constipated, Nick J. Miles would be there to soothe you, whether it be with a cough syrup, a laxative, or just a gentle rub to your anal glands.
Yeah, well, we've described many things that would not happen during a 911 call.
All I'm saying is the world was a better place when you were available.
And in many different facets, I'm still available. Just several I'm not.
Now, Nick, I know you are a car guy. Would you ever, this is a story, rent out your car while you're parked at the airport? Like when you're on trip?
I think this is a great story of something they're doing in Los Angeles, and I think as long as the fine print says that you're all insured and covered if the person doesn't come back with your car, it's a great idea to rent your car while you're out of town.
Yeah, because you can make money while just parking your car. So, but would you be worried about anything like people adjusting your seat wrong? I always hate when I get into a car and the seat isn't adjusted to me.
I would leave like a Mariah Carey CD outside and see if they steal it.
As a test?
Great idea. There's several other programs around in LA where you can carpool with people. You can get rides if someone's going from one side of LA to another and you're going the same direction. You can hook up with them and get a ride. I mean, there's lots of great schemes going on.
All I have to say is just follow Nick J. Miles on Twitter, and you'll never have to wonder where your next destination ends.
All right.
Nick will personally take you there.
Yeah, I understood every word of that.
If he's in your city, he'll pick you up and drive you to your next place.
Maybe do inappropriate things too.
Hey! Well, a great thing about living life is enjoying Dave's Killer Bread. Andy, I know that you like it. Nick, I know that you enjoy it. And it's natural, it's organic, and it really brings people closer together. If you've ever mentioned Dave Killer Bread at a party, you know the impact that people are like, what? What is that? Well, try it on various levels. Be it toast. Andy, you love toast.
I love toast so much I use it as ear muffins.
I like grilled cheese sandwiches with Dave's Killer Bread.
Oh my God. With Tillamook cheese?
Oh yeah, Tillamook cheese and then maybe a cup of Trader Joe's tomato soup.
Delicious.
I work about 3 minutes away from bread quarters in Milwaukee.
You do. Yeah, that's right. Andy is like 2 or 3 minutes away from the actual bread quarters where he works daily. And can you smell it? Can you smell the whiff in the air?
Yeah, I can smell it, and I'm jealous because I know Dave's just sitting in there with his hairnet just touching all the dough.
You can go to daveskillerbread.com and order all the bread you want. There's no one stopping you.
I don't know what that means, but all right, let's go.
Hey.
There's literally no one stopping you.
Hey.
Do it.
It's the bread giggles.
I love you guys.
And now it's time for Pants Free News.
Hey, this is my favorite part of the podcast where Nick delves into the Pants Free News.
Story number 1 in Pants Free News today. Guess who's smoking pot at the EMAs?
I came like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. I never want to...
Yeah, you cough it up, Miley.
Miley Cyrus smoked pot at the EMAs, which is the European version of the Video Music Awards. I don't really get it. I mean, haven't people been smoking pot for a long time? Is this special in some way?
Yeah, I don't get it. It'd be like her going up there and, hey, guys, look, I'm going to take a breath of air.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
It's the news.
Well, Snapchat got offered a huge amount of money, and they didn't take it.
How much?
Sell $3 billion.
Facebook.
Wait, so hold on. They got these clearly.
They claim that they're going to be offered more money, so they turned down Facebook's offer. I have a nightly Snapchat session at Marconi Baloney, but the pictures there really can't be published in the world.
Well, it's Vine too, isn't it?
Are you on Vine now, Andy?
Oh yeah, I'm on Vine too.
Oh my! See, I love Vine.
Did you see the video I posted on Vine this week?
Yeah, but
No.
your taint really seems inappropriate.
No, it's delicious, and you want some. I know you do.
Your delicious taint is on. How have I been able to stay away? PlayStation 4 is coming out. Are you excited? Because you're a player. What game do you play?
I'm an Xbox, and I'm a Battlefield 4 player.
Andy, do you play PlayStation 4?
I have an Xbox right now, the normal one, but I'm going to be jumping ship and getting a PlayStation.
Why is that?
Because I know, like, everyone is like, oh, Xbox One's going to be spying on you, and I know that they fixed the bugs, and it's not supposed to do that anymore, but the fact that it was a problem in the first place is just, why was that ever a problem? So
But there's nobody on PlayStation. Nobody uses it. You go online on PlayStation, there's no one there.
I would rather play by myself than watch and have the government.
Yeah, but you've always liked to play yourself. You've always liked to play yourself.
Well, there you have it. Another edition of the Pants Free Podcast. Nick, we're always excited when we're joined by Andy. Andy, thank you for joining us today. Andy.
Thank you for having me.
To find Andy, just look for him on Facebook at I'm Tiny, Who Are You? Because if you don't find him there, then you're not looking hard enough. And Nick, I'm excited for a new announcement coming soon from you about cars, right?
Right. Yeah, about various things, radio shows. I should also say that I was in Miami last week, and there was an election, and I was elected as president of all the automotive journalists in the United States.
And
Holy.
right, he's just as pretty as any of those bastards. So
Prettier than a few.
well,
Yeah,
be
you're good
very
looking.
careful what you do, who you trust on the internet. But make sure and check out our Pants Free Podcast. All of the episodes are available at pantsfreepod.com. Andy, seriously, thank you for coming in, Skyping in at random.
Oh, I love technology.
Me too. Nick, if you were going to say a final word, if your last word on Earth was something, what would it be?
Pants free.
Yes. Pantalones libero.
No más pantalones.
Pants Free Podcast.